Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well. And shalom to you sincere, hopeful, elect brothers and sisters listening and learning, and to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. It's the brother Nathan, come out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. Come back with this quick article. It says, grizzly bear that attacked children and teachers in Canada still eludes searchers. All right. This is 11 people were injured as 3 teachers fought the bear during attack on walking trail in British Columbia. Conservation officers in British Columbia are still searching for a female grizzly bear and her 2 cubs 4 days after the sow attacked a group of school children and their teachers in an exceedingly rare encounter that has shaken the remote Canadian community. 11 people, some as young as 9 years old, were injured on Thursday when the bear emerged from the forest near 4 Mile, a Newwalks community group near the town Bellacoola, and attacked a school group on a lunch break alongside a walking trail. 3 teachers fought the bear off. One emptied 2 cans of bear spray that appeared to have little effect. Another jumped on the bear, pummeling it with punches. A third hit the grizzly bear with her crutches before it finally fled back into the woods. Really, that's just the Lord calling that bear off, because them punches from a human and getting hit with a fucking cane, they ain't doing nothing to no grizzly bear. That's like a mosquito bite. You know, it might be annoying, but they ain't did nothing. But see, hey, there was a lot of you women, hey, so you rather be out in the forest with a bear than a man, right? You know, keep choosing the bear then. Get your ass ravished. It says 3 children were taken to a hospital following the incident, including 2 with critical injuries. An adult was also flown to a hospital in Vancouver. 7 others were treated in the community. Yeah, I ain't gonna read all into that, but yeah, you see, hey, teeth of wild beasts. That's part of the Lord's spirits of vengeance. He's gonna use animals to take you people out, man. Or it might not just take you out. It might just give you a horrible wound. You know, you got the leg torn off. We don't know the extent. You know what happened to the children exactly, but the 2 were critical. 3 were in critical injuries. You know, 1 adult flown to a hospital. So it went down enough. So, hey, let's get this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right. See, Yahweh Shemel Shai's in total control. All right. And we don't know those children. We don't know those teachers. We don't know why the Lord sent a she-bear in there to tear some shit up for a little bit. We know it wasn't no fatalities, but people got fucked up. All right. Sometimes that's all the Lord wants to do: tear you up and preserve you for the next judgment. You know, that's why it says what? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. All right, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is not playing. He's visiting the world which He made. All right, because that's vengeance. They ain't no just freak accident. Oh, they're just in danger. No, the Lord sent that bear. Okay? Y'all just too busy watching shit. Too much. What was it? Yogi Bear. Let's see. It says what was Isaiah 45 say? Get to it real quick. Come on. It's Isaiah 45 and verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh Shema Shai, do all these things. See? The Lord controls both sides of the fence. And that's what's happening. All right? And they ain't the first time the Lord's used a bear as judgment. Let's look at 2 Kings, 2nd chapter. All right, this is about Elisha. All right, so this is 2 Kings 2 and 23. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked on them, and cursed them in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them. See? Killed 42 of them. And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria. See? Put a curse on their ass. Bears got their little badass YNs up out of there from back in the day. But Samuel, and Elisha kept it moving, didn't he? You know, they want to mock and scoff. Okay, there you go. Teeth of wild beast. Don't forget that. So the Lord ain't opposed to doing nothing like that, especially when it comes to the men of the Lord. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? Meaning what? They're pleasing the Most High. Because Yahweh Shema Shai created those spirits of vengeance, those death angels. All right? So whenever the Lord gives the command to take someone out, get them up out of here or jack them up real good, hey, that's the Lord's. They're gonna do exactly what the Lord said. They're not gonna transgress His word. Once it's said, consider it done. You know. Let's say Parker here says. Here's some examples. Fire, verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. See, that was the example right there, the bear, right? Not only in Elisha's part, or the 2 she-bears took out 42 children, but then you had a she-bear jack up a field trip, basically. And cause major injuries. It says, and scorpions and serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in His commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress His word. Right. They're going to be happy to carry out the duties of the Lord, whether it be good or be evil. All right? That's the balance of it. But none of that. But they're not going to transgress what the Lord said to do. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. So Yahweh Shema Shai is moving on this earth, man. And people still want to play around, jack around with the Lord. Hey, remember what it says? And let's get this. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. Yahweh Bashim Shah is not mocked. Right. Why is it saying that? Because you hear this people be mocking the Lord, doing whatever the hell they want to do. See, I can do this. Because ain't judgment hasn't happened to them speedily, right? Like it says Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. So it's fully set in man's heart to what to do evil, to do wickedness, to be out here just doing whatever they want to do because they've just been getting away with it. But hey, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So hey, just because you're getting away, quote unquote, getting away with being wicked out here, nah, you're not getting away with nothing. You're just building up a tab on you. And the Lord gonna cash out every time, and he gonna get his money's worth. All right, you gonna pay with your life, because the wages, Romans 6 and 23 says, what the wages of sin is what? Death. That's your payment. It says, verse 8, for he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth in the spirit shall the spirit reap life everlasting. See? That's why I say stick to the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh by Shemel Shah, and you can't go wrong. All right, not only being a hearer of the words, but doers of the word. All right, you will be found doing the work of the Lord. Okay. So yeah, that's it on that. But hey, man, it's going to show you, man, the Lord, hey, he's utilizing his spirits of vengeance. Okay, teeth the wild beasts is just an example. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.